Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Intuitive Readings by Darcy. I'm Darcy, and today we are doing a forecast for July. Now, I'm going to do it a little different. Instead of doing every day, I'm going to pull a card for each week. And we're going to start with this week let me correct myself. I'll pull a card for today, which will take us to the end of this week, Saturday. Then I'll pull a card for July 4th, 11th, 18th, and 25th, and that takes us to each week. And we'll just have a look and see what the month has for us. It's something different I'd like to try. Now, I am using the Crow Tarot, which I've used before, and this is the deck my sister gave me for Christmas. And so I really hope that you like the deck because it's become one of my favorites. And this, like I said, is just a generic look at what the month of July is going to bring us. I think June has surprised all of us with the heat. And I hope everyone stayed hydrated. And for anyone who's still going through it, please look after yourself. That was just one horrific few days for us here in Victoria. Now, also please keep in mind that if I mention anything about medical or legal, you will talk to a nurse, doctor, lawyer, financial planner. And also that this is a generic reading, which means you have free will. You take away from it what you like and you leave behind what you don't. On that, we are going to skip to the other camera and actually pull the cards. All right. As I said, I am using the Crow Tarot by MJ Cullinane, and it's a lovely deck. My sister bought it through Amazon. And I've shuffled the cards, and now I'm just going to spray them. And so we are pulling for today, July 1st, and it is Canada Day, and I understand that some places have canceled Canada Day. So for those of you who still want to recognize it, I don't see a harm in it. It is our day. But, everyone has their own preference. July 4th, the week of July 11th, the week of July 18th, and then the week of July 25th. Let us see what today holds. It is the Ace of Wands. Let it come into focus. The Ace of Wands, a crow sitting on a staff with clouds coming in, feathers, and those are daffodils. And for me, the Ace of Wands is about new starts and new beginnings. It's about inspiration. It's new opportunities and growth and the potential of growth. It is emerging with ideas that connect people together, not tear them apart. And it's about laying a plan. The road itself, the paved gold road, that is all about laying a plan. So for the rest of this week, it is about connectiveness. It's about being gentle with each other. To me, the representation of the white feather would say that this is spiritual meaning. And to me, the spiritual meaning of white feather is that it's a sign from the angels. And they're giving you a soft nudge of encouragement and love. And that's what it means to me. This is for July 4th week. So this would be July 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9, and 10. And this is the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords, well, first of all, swords are communication cards. Swords deal with the mental level of consciousness, intellect, communication, so thoughts and attitudes and beliefs, basically. And this card says that you're seeking a solution and that you're going to use intelligent, rational communication to find the answer. Now, if this card had come up, nope, that's exactly what it said. You're going to find an answer to a difficult situation because you're going to weigh the pros and cons around it. And this is about taking your time. You're not rushing into a decision. What you are doing is you're gathering all the information and you are taking your time to make the decision. Now, for the week of July 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And as you can see, it's a coven of crows. They're called a murder of crows. And some of them have symbols on their back about directional choices. The others are flying together. Or it looks like they're flying apart, but they're really going around in a circle. And the meaning of this card is karmatic lessons. It's also about your soul's journey to enlightenment. But it can also be a period of reflection on lessons learned, or even on lessons that still need to be learned. And again, this could be going to school. It can also be a card of good luck. It can be cycle, the way it goes around in a circle. And it's also a turning point in one's life. So there may be a decision that you're making on the week of the 11th that could literally be a turning point for you. That, maybe you thought you were going to stick out a job and you've come to the conclusion that it's time to move on. Doesn't mean you're leaving your job right away. It means that you are taking the time to find the information and learn a lesson so that you can move into something new. And I'm only using a job as an example. Now, for the week of July 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, we have the Eight of Cups. And cups, for me, are emotional cards. They talk about the physical emotion, the subconscious emotion, the intellectual emotion, and it can deal with love, relationships, connections, and the cups are also a symbol of water, and water is fluid. It normally just flows in the direction it wants to, and if you try to block it off, it will find a new path. And I associate water to the sea because we live next to the sea, and the sea pulls out energy and it brings energies back towards us. And it's talking about making your emotions fluid. It's also intuition. It's an intuition card, and it is very much grounded in who you are. Okay, it's also associated, water is associated to Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. And the Eight of Cups tells me that you're withdrawing from something that no longer, back to this one and this one, that you're really making that final decision. You're trying one more time to see if you can rationalize either why you're staying or why you're leaving. And so to me, you're actually making the decision that is closest to your heart, not farther away from it. And it feels like it's a very powerful, dynamic decision to go in. And there's a little fear attached to it. And the fear could be like, what if? And I always hate the what if because anything could be a what if. And it's just a matter of taking your time and making the decision. Okay. Know that whatever decision you're making it from the heart. This doesn't feel like this is an irrational decision. It truly feels like it is from the heart. Now, for the week of July 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st, you have here the death card. And I have told people time and time again, death is not the same as what they dramatically make it on television or in movies. The death card isn't about death. It's about being pulled in a lot of different directions, making a change. It's about transition. It's about ending it, starting something new. It's moving into a better sphere or a better way of life. And this is based on what you're looking for, not for what other people are looking for. So this is for you. Now, it looks like it's going to be a month of decision making, of moving. First, it's a month of connecting to people and understanding that other people have opinions and they're allowed to have them, and that you can't change someone's idea. You can rationally put in front of them why they may want to look at something a different way, but at the end of the day, it is up to them to make their decision. Then there's decision-making process. Then there's letting go. Then there is more letting go. And then there's new starts and new beginnings, no longer pulled in many different directions. And as I said before, this is a generic reading, so you take from it what resonated with you. What doesn't resonate, you leave it behind. I hope you all have a fantastic month of July. May love, joy, peace, happiness, and prosperity find you all in mysterious ways. Blessed be everyone, and please take care of yourself.